Bunnie Bites, and this is the first Will It Resin challenge episode. Challenge. This was actually my husband's idea because I've been in search of short and sweet but still interesting videos for you guys, and if you want to know the reason behind that, then I will explain it a little bit later in this video, so keep watching. But he thought a Will It Resin challenge is perfect because I'm still learning about resin, he knows nothing about resin, and a lot of you coffee beans are either way more experienced in resin than I am, or you're the same level as me, or you've never even touched resin in your life. So what better way to have fun with resin than to just put random things in it and see what works and what doesn't work and what happens. Science. For my first Will It Resin challenge, I'm going to stick some M&Ms inside epoxy resin and UV resin to see what happens. See if the same thing happens, see if two different things happen, just see what happens in general. Now, to keep this experiment as even and fair, I guess, as I can, I know there's like a scientific method there. What am I trying to say? I'm using all of the same variables. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm using two measuring cups that are the exact same size, same material. They came together, so they're exactly the same. I'm also using all four of the same colors of M&Ms. So I'm using red, white, hot pink, and light pink. And I'm also filling up my cups the same amount. The only difference is one cup is going to have 1-to-1 epoxy resin, and the other cup is going to have UV resin. The 1-to-1 obviously takes longer to cure, so the chemical reaction is a lot slower. Whereas UV resin is hot and fast. So I'm interested to see if it changes the M&Ms in any way. So I do have a hypothesis, a theory. Put what you think is going to happen in the comments below. Before I do anything, I want to hear what you think is going to happen. I think the M&Ms, I think the coloring on the M&Ms is going to come off. I think because it's M&Ms inside a liquid, like water, you know, so I feel like the coloring is gonna come off, but I don't think they're gonna melt. Like, I don't think we're gonna see the chocolate inside. I think the color's just gonna come off, but I don't think they're gonna melt. I also think they might float, but I mean, they're pretty solid. There's no like air or anything trapped, but I feel like they're gonna float because they're pretty lightweight, and I think the epoxy resin is thicker. I don't know. We'll see. I actually got started last night. I have not looked at the results. I didn't cheat. But I got started last night. I mixed up some of my 1-to-1 epoxy resin from J. Diction, and I arranged my M&Ms at the bottom of the cup and then poured in my resin, and I let that sit overnight. The J. Diction resin is supposed to cure within 4 to 5 hours. So it is a resin you have to work really fast with, and I'm reminded, this is my second time using it, I'm reminded that I'm not that big of a fan of the epoxy resin. I love their UV resin, but their epoxy resin has a ton of bubbles. It was really hard for me to mix, so we'll see how this turns out. I have not looked at it. I have no idea. Now today we're going to continue that experiment with some UV resin, and I am using my resin from Limino, which is like kind of my other go-to UV resin. I would do my J. Diction, but I'm almost out. So I want to make sure I pour the same amount of resin. First things first is safety, so let me get my gloves on. Make sure whenever you're working with resin, you are using the proper safety equipment. Oh my gosh. Ah! I hate wearing my mask with glasses. It is like the most difficult thing to wear. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'll talk extra loud, or I'll just put subtitles, I don't know. So, whoa. Usually I'm not talking when I'm wearing this, and it is making some ridiculous sounds. Okay, so I'm gonna put my M&Ms in. To be fair with the other one, what is going on with my voice? I sound like a robot. I'm gonna make sure all of the M's are facing up. for the epoxy one, I filled it up to 17.5. So I'm gonna fill this up to 17.5. My phone is talking to me. My phone's very talkative. I have to get down low so I can see what I'm pouring. There are some air bubbles, but I didn't shake out or pop any of the air bubbles in the epoxy one. So we're just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch anything. And I'm gonna use my big UV lamp. Let's do 90 seconds. Okay, so while that is curing under the UV light, I wanted to take a few minutes just to talk to you guys one-to-one, face-to-face. This is definitely more of a personal filming style because I am filming this on my phone, as if I were FaceTiming you. I mentioned before that I've been searching for videos that are shorter, more short and sweet, and easy to edit, but still entertaining for you guys. And the reason why is because YouTube has become a full-time job for me. And it was not supposed to be a full-time job. I don't want it to be a full-time job. I already have a full-time job. And I've just been exhausted. I started this 2 years ago, and I love it, don't get me wrong. I love creating videos. I love sharing videos with all of you. I love the community with all of you. You guys are awesome, seriously. But when I started this 2 years ago, it was because I had a lot of free time. My life was different 2 years ago. I was in a different place entirely 2 years ago. And 2 years is a long time, and a lot has changed. And before, I was able to dedicate a lot of time to editing, filming, creating, and I just can't do that anymore. It's not feasible for me to spend another 40 hours a week creating, filming, and editing. And yeah, it's about 40 hours a week. It's like I do my full-time job during the day. I come home for about an hour with my family, and then I'm filming and editing the rest of the night, sometimes until 2 or 3 in the morning. And I've been doing that for well over a year now, and it's taken its toll, to be completely honest. So this is my face-to-face telling you coffee beans, that I can no longer do a once-a-week video. I don't even know if I can do an every other week video. It's just too much for me. I'm a mom, as you guys know. I'm also very happily married, and being a spouse takes time and energy, and being a mom takes time and energy, and it's not fair to them that I come in from work, I say hi, and then I disappear into my craft room. That's not fair to them, and it's not fair to me. And good God, guys, I need sleep. Why do you think I drink so much coffee? Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. Bunnie DIY, Carly, I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here. I'll still be making projects. I think I'll be primarily sharing what I make on Instagram. So if you don't already, you can follow me there. It's bunnie.diy. And I will be still posting videos, just not as frequently as I have for the last 2 years. So make sure you turn on that notification bell, so when I do post, you see the videos that I post. But I can't do it anymore. I tried, I fought for it, and I love you guys so much, and I know that you're still here to support me and have fun, and I want to support you in the comments. This is really hard. But I feel like I'm giving up. I feel like I didn't fight hard enough. But YouTube was only ever supposed to be a hobby for me, and it has turned into a job. And quite frankly, it's turned into a job that stresses me out and I don't want to do. For the last few weeks, I've just been really wanting to just paint and create and not film or edit. As soon as I have to sit down and edit, I get angry. I get angry at myself. I get angry at my computer. I get angry at YouTube. And that's just not healthy. So, I do still have stuff. I made a whole video for Sophie and Toffee that I sat down to edit and I just couldn't do it. Like I said, I got angry. I got mad at all the different steps and I got mad at myself because I thought I sounded stupid and it's the worst. So I will share that video. That sounded like a huge downer, but I will share that video, I promise. But for today, it's the Will It Resin Challenge, which I'm really excited for. I'm watching my UV lamp right now and it turned off, so the M&Ms are ready to check. So my final thought is I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Continue to share my channel with friends or family or anyone you think might like DIYs and crafts and my channel. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not going to be uploading as regularly as usual. But you will still find me on Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. Okay, back to the M&Ms. Okay. That always reminds me of Rocky Horror Picture Show. So my M&Ms are done. It is upside down. I turned it upside down to cure on both sides. I'm not looking. You cheaters! How dare you look before I look? Before we do check, write in the comments below what you think is going to happen. I'm trying to find a place for my lamp. Okay. I am still gonna wear my gloves, because just in case it's sticky, I don't want to touch any sticky resin. But on this side, we have the epoxy. Here, I'll even do this. On this side, we have the epoxy. This side is the UV resin. Oops, it's already coming out. Uh-oh. See, it may not be fully cured. I don't know. Ah! So let's take these out and see. So here's the epoxy one. That's the other thing with J Diction is it had so many bubbles. Now these are just mixing cups. They're definitely not intended to be used as molds, which is why I'm having a hard time getting this out. And I'm a little concerned. I don't know if these are gonna come out shiny or not. Okay, no, they're super matte. Okay. Hold on. Oh! Okay. Oh, well, this one came out shiny. Oh, it is still sticky. I might cure it a little bit more. Okay, so the color for the epoxy resin, it didn't bleed at all. It didn't come out at all. I'm so surprised. I thought for sure, and they sank. I thought they were gonna float, but they definitely sank. I thought for sure at least the M would be blurry, but look at it, it looks totally fine. Now the way we can make this shiny again is just with some UV varnish, so I'm just gonna do that so we can see all sides of this thing. Okay, let's put that under the UV light. And this one should be done. This is the, whoa, okay. This is the UV resin. And look, it came out way more clear than the epoxy resin one did. That's weird. You can see, so same, they didn't float, they sank, and the color didn't bleed off. But what's interesting is the red one cracked, and I wonder if that's from the heat. The pink one cracked too. That's very interesting. And there's like a yellow situation going on. I'm not sure what that is. Now, are these results what you guys thought was gonna happen? I'd be really interested to know. And like I mentioned, this is a really good way for me to still experiment and have fun with resin with you guys, but it's quick and easy for me to do. So if there is other stuff that you want to know, will it resin? Then let me know in the comments below and I will happily test it. I will test anything, except for like live things. I will not put live things in resin. I am not a masochist. And I also will not put dead things. Like I will not put a spider or a scorpion or anything that had been formerly alive. I won't, no. I can't do it. But like a French fry. Will a French fry resin? Why do we have to dry flowers before they put them in? What will happen if we put a fresh flower in resin? I already know the answer, but it'd still be fun to try. So yeah, let me know in the my hair is ridiculous. Let me know in the comments what other things can I put in resin to see if it will resin. I don't know, it's a fun science experiment. It's really interesting to see the difference between the epoxy resin with the M&Ms and the UV resin with the M&Ms, and actually even more so the difference between the transparency of the J. Diction epoxy resin and the Limino UV resin. Like I said, the J. Diction epoxy resin, I am not that big of a fan. The UV resin, yes, definitely. But it is kind of interesting to see the difference. Like I mentioned before in my little face-to-face one-on-one with you guys, I do have some other projects I've been working on. I just haven't had the drive or even just the desire to edit. I've had the desire to film and share them with you, but not to sit down and edit and how long that takes. But I will show you a quick sneak peek so you believe me that I really have been working on stuff. I promise. So here are these little Sophie and Toffee fortune tellers. I'm not going to show you an up-close look because this is going to be a future video when I finally have time to sit and edit it. But these little fortune tellers, this one glows in the dark. And one of my favorite series on this channel is my Thrift Store Glow Ups. I've done 2 so far. This is my 3rd one. Quick sneak peek. It is this ridiculous monkey reading a book. Quick little sneak peek of him. And yes, I had to sculpt a jacket. I used epoxy sculpt for the first time ever to make the jacket. So those are both videos that will be coming up. I promise, I'm working on them. In the meantime, give me some ideas for quick, easy, fun videos you guys would like to see. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Love you a latte.